Hi everybody, welcome to today's transmission. I feel like this one and another one that I will do today or in the next few days have been a really big build up over the last couple of weeks since the solstice and full moon. So I'm bringing through these codes of expansion, abundance, unity through these two transmissions that have been grounding and landing over that time period. So I've had a friend here, soul sister, who always contributes her energy and contributes to the grounding of these codes on a similar journey as we are as Soul Tribe. And she brought these as a gift and felt these needed to go at the bottom here. This was already laid out. This transmission's been coming through for weeks, like I said, so it's already laid out whilst she arrived. So these are hearts with wings. So these are the ascended, unified, Christed heart. And this represents the pineal and the dragon's egg that we've been working through with the transmission. So this is at the grounding point. As you know, I've had the flower and hummingbird representing the divine masculine and the divine feminine in all of us, but also within the twin flame unity. So this transmission is for everyone, but also has an extra layer if you're a twin flame. And she wanted to put it in this similar coloured green bowl, which is heart again, heart healing, with these angelic wings. I was then very much guided her whole visit to bring through this, the energies of this painting. So this is a painting that we did of Seraphim Gateway in our energy art class. It's not actually finished yet. All I've done in response to these codes coming through is I've added more light to it and it's not yet finished. But it is a artist's what we were doing, we're tuning in class to bring through this one from the Carl Gray deck, Seraphim's Gateway, that was calling, which is voice activation, angelic attunement and divine support. And so this has felt very activated over this period, really bringing that divine support, authentic truth, voice activation. Actually, in the energy art class, one of the participants had her light language activated, started coming through much more fully in that energy art class. So those are the light codes we're sharing, is really bringing in those higher gifts, especially through the voice and the true authenticity. So this is the unity of the masculine and feminine. I can feel my voice being activated myself. And as a support from the angelic, so we've got Metatron holding the upper, Sandalphon holding the lower spectrums, and then on this side, an alignment with Sandalphon grounding these energies. This is from my Ascension card deck. It's called Grace, and it's about balancing the masculine and feminine and the third energy, and moving forward whilst holding that divinity, that wisdom, that direction. And that matches over here with Rick Biel, the Divine Chariot. I shelter you from storms and show you how to use your Merkaba to become a chariot of divine power. So, but this feels that an angel has a message and is really holding a space around this. So Atatia Kakaka. All right, because Sashiel wants to say he's bringing the higher octaves of abundance to magnify the good things in life. So as I sat here about to do this transmission, And I can't do these transmissions until the energy's landed within me and until I'm ready to bring them through. So it's only this morning, they've been sitting here for weeks, that it's all come together into this picture that I can bring to you. And as I sat here preparing myself, getting into a channeling space to be able to do this, I suddenly felt the limited platform below. So at kind of earth star level, below the earth, this platform of the foundational platform that you're creating your abundance on. So abundance being wealth, health, success, manifestation of your joy and bliss in your soul's purpose, expanded reality as such. And with that, I felt that it was limited to the concept of what we think is possible, or what our foundations have been. And this can be financial foundations, this can be your concepts and ideas around having to do it alone, or there's no support for me, which makes your world a lot smaller because you can then only do what you can manage on your own, that kind of thing. So what I felt was a bubble burst. So those limitations at the earth star level, the earth grid frequency that we are anchored into through our own idea of what's possible, burst, that bubble burst, and it expanded. There was a really big expansion of the foundation. And when you think of a tree, if it didn't have a really huge root network, it couldn't grow very tall because it would topple over. And so this foundation expanded exponentially. And as soon as that happened, the crown, not the crown chakra, but the soul star chakra activated and expanded. And this whole reality of possibility opened up. And I feel this was Sachiel coming in. I was tuning into whether I needed to bring a separate bite-sized message through for Sachiel, who's already blessed us with his presence previously, whether he wanted to come again. And that's what happened. I feel it's all just going to be part of this transmission. At the base of him is this Page of Wands upright, which is energetic powerhouse, lovable rogue, exciting plans, charismatic, good news, creative, playful, traveler, childlike, free thinker. So it feels very much like that ability to be adventurous, that ability to make exciting plans and to be creative and playful comes in. Because if you're aware of Maslow's pyramid, at the base you've got survival level, and you can't hold anything above that if you're functioning at survival level. Relationships and play and joy and creativity is a level above survival level. You can't do that if all your energy is invested in that foundation. So what we've felt is that foundation coming in at the base level, expanding, solid, supported by the angelics. And this enables the ability to play, to dream good dreams, to dream into them, to move like a chariot into those higher dreams, not at survival level functioning. To have the energy to invest in that, because it's not invested in health or survival. So that enables Sachiel to bring that higher level abundance that I felt expand above the crown chakra in the earth star chakra level, soul star chakra level, to come down into reality, to inform your being, to inform your body intelligence, to inform your mental body and your emotional bodies of the new possibilities, and to have the resources and the energy to function at that level rather than survival level or autopilot or getting things done because they need to be done. It brings that level of excitement, of adventure, of play, of free thinking, thinking outside the box, and the ability to action that, the resources, the power, and the balance. See, there's two horses. There's a balance there and a cooperation. Rick Bial's not doing it on his own. He's being carried by a force, a powerful force, a dynamic force. And this is the third energy also. So it's that divine power, that balanced divine power and wisdom carrying you forward. And so Jophiel is bringing that real appreciation for beauty and lusciousness of what we have, the choice, the ability, and now the expandedness and resources to really create here in this place as we're moving towards the new earth. And moving towards the new earth on the ascension path is what is what we're all about. It's what we're here for. We're breaking those lower patterns of dependency and dependency on the system and slavery to the system and poverty consciousness. And there's been a real breakthrough over this solstice period that's really enabling that movement up from that survival level. And there's also a congratulations for all of those powerful manifestors and light workers who have been functioning at those levels in order to break those levels, in order to elevate them through your own pain and suffering and full experience of it. So can you feel your heart's expanding now with that? Atatatia kaka, and your throat's activating. Atatatia kaka tia kaka tata kokototo tia kaka. Akatatia kaka tototoka tia 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 tokotoko kaka. So yes, being able to appreciate, and appreciation is what's been coming through. Appreciation, gratitude of what you have created, what you do have, the possibilities you can see from that lower self, expanding into what the higher self is telling you, that it's there, that it's possible, that it's available to you, and accessing that and letting that come in and deal with the challenges for you, transform those challenges, transmute them, and carry you forward through them safely with support. And yes, this gratitude and appreciation, as I said before, is very much the key to the abundance. What you focus on grows. What you appreciate, you get more of. It's an energetic thing. It's a vibe thing. The more you bring your focus to that rather than that, or bring this into this trouble, and it carries you through it, the more it carries you to this and this. So in the middle, and we can even see this as the feminine side, the masculine side, and the spiritual balance, third energy. We have Haziel, angel of unconditional forgiveness. I raise your vibration through love and forgiveness and help you see the pure heart within yourself and others. So this again is the heart activation. It's really letting go of anything from the past that's burdened us, that's, the words I'm hearing is, tricked us into an illusion of limitation or of victimhood or of someone else having power over our emotions or our thoughts or our direction. Somebody limiting us or restricting us or judging us or betraying us. And bringing those codes of forgiveness, non-judgmental, seeing the innocence and purity, and bringing that unconditional love to what that person was going through and why they had a part in our life of tricking us into disempowerment. Because it's always to enable us, to trigger us into accessing our own power. And that's connected to Danielle. So she's a protector of infants and children. So I feel this is also a reference to our inner child, our inner children, what happened in our childhood perhaps or other lifetimes that created patterns that gave us limiting beliefs. We're expanding out of those limiting beliefs now. We're clearing up the karma. We're clearing up. So this one, this is the energy that's coming in from above, divine support, angelic attunement, voice activation. We're also clearing away the karma that's prevented us from accessing support, activation, yeah, so when you feel weighed down by life or heavy emotions, I will help you reconnect to the wonder and joy of living. So it's very much about accessing love and forgiveness, beauty and appreciation of life, the abundant possibilities at the higher octaves that we can activate and harness in our real lives, and bringing that down to release heavy negative emotions and reconnect to wonder and joy, bringing that wonder and joy, follow our bliss, follow our joy. That is the message from our heart and soul that tells us we're on track when we're in joy. We're on path, we're on mission, because when we're on mission, we love what we're doing. There's an energy associated with it. It's a whoosh, it's an activation. Whenever I'm creating art, even if it's digital art or art onto a product that may just be an image that I'm attracted to that I didn't create myself, I feel a whoosh when I have placed that at exactly the right place. And as it gets that whoosh, it gets a surge of energy from the divine into it, which anchors into it. And I feel that connection from heaven to earth as it comes through, and it's joyful. And that's what I'm feeling here. It's a joy. So I'm seeing kind of an invisible pillar here. I'm seeing these, like this line going down from Haziel down here. It's much more intangible and suggested here, and then it becoming physical here. If you like, Danielle is making this accessible in the physical world. Atatatia kakatoko. Akatatia tatatia tatataka tatatia. And this is where you can say, yes, I accept that. So I've also been getting messages about manifestation, manifesting something bigger. An example of how this is showing up in signs and synchronicities in my real world is I have been having this urge to create on a larger canvas, on a really big canvas, and put big crystals on it, and like something that costs a lot more to make, but also and takes a lot longer to make, but is more expanded, with a bigger vision as well, and it's bigger and it's bolder and it's more visible and it takes up more space, right? It's more abundant. And as that canvas arrived for me to create on, it felt amazing. And it felt so symbolic because it's a blank canvas that is bigger and more expanded than I've had a conscious urge to create on before. So it's like that conscious expanded vision, and a blank canvas is symbolic in itself because you can create whatever you vision. You can create your new life from a blank canvas. So that's the other thing that's coming through, is this these messages that we're clearing away karma now. We're clearing away those wounds and those limited beliefs from those wounds, from lifetimes, from ancestry. And even though we're always doing that, there's this really strong sense of a blank canvas now, like really creating from a new platform. That's an expanded platform that no longer holds resentment for past hurts. It's all forgiven, it's all understood, it's all cleared up. I've literally felt, as I've thought about old traumas that really was so bad they affected my health and well-being, and you know, every area of my life, I have felt several times in the last couple of days, just leading up to this transmission, I have felt them shift out like a ghost lifting off my body, like an old aspect of myself, an old personality, an old concept, lifting off and disintegrating, like shedding a skin. And I've felt it by just from my new platform of having received these higher octave codes, and I've just felt them as I thought about those traumas from that space of self-love and acceptance and trust in the bigger plan in the universe, knowing that I've also received these new codes. I felt them just lift away, like a ghost just lifting away. Very tangible for me as these codes of forgiveness and love and joy and self-honoring land. So they're landing through this pineal gland, this activated pineal gland, down. I'm seeing this as looking from above down into the unified heart, divine union, divine masculine, feminine unified, which brings me back to these at the top here, this flower and hummingbird. Just want to mention that what is stuck to is the twin flame spiral. And that twin flame spiral, the masculine side has again had another level of energetic activation and grounding the higher self, the higher knowing, the divine masculine energies into the unified twin flame spiral. Speaking of spiral, this painting here has a spiral at the top, which has been really highlighted. And as you can see, as you come down the painting, it comes onto another one of my creations, which is an ascension energy that brings ascension energy into our physical body and moves out the traumas and the karma, and elevates us up higher into the higher values and the higher platforms, into that buffer zone that the angelics have been creating for us to move into whilst the earth is cleansed. So with that, I've seen spirals everywhere, and on this side here, Metatron and Sandalphon, I've had the cable creating a spiral on that side. And yeah, I love how in the painting the spiral comes down through the base of the angelic and the seraphim gateway and into the spiral that's elevating our physical bodies into the new earth. Atatatia tatia 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 tata kokoko. Akatatatia kakatokoko kotatatatia kaka. So the final part is that this is the healing that we're going to do. Star being healing codes. Important information coming in, wounds are healed and recharging, which I feel is extremely relevant to what we've been saying. So we're bringing this important information from the angelics in the form of light codes. We are clearing those wounds through these higher codes of appreciation, love, forgiveness, and alignment with our soul-led joy. And we're recharging, we're accessing this abundance platform, and we are being nurtured and enlivened and animated with those codes, giving us this life force energy that permeates through us into our creations and into the world. So this is the active card, Star being healing codes. So here we go. Atatia kaka toto toko toko atia tia 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 toko tatia kaka ta la 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 kato. Ala la la katoko tatia cho to tia tio tatia kaka. Atatatia tio 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 cha cha tia cho ka chi 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 chia cho ko cha cha ka ka ka. Atoko ko ko. So I'm seeing the petals and gold from Sekiel's basket being showered on us. Akataya kato akatatata. And I'm seeing also those bubbles and light codes in the Haziel card calming down in the same way, and then coming down through Jophiel as well. So all three are activating us with their light codes. Akataya kato ko. Akatatia kakataka. Akatatia tia 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 katatia koko 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 koko. Akatata ta 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 tia ta tia 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 toko katatia katoko koko. Akatata ta 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 tita kaka toko koko tia kakatia kaka. Akatata tia 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 to toko koko koko. Aktatia tak tik tak tok to. Aktatia ta tak toko koko. Aktati ta ta ka 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 ka. Aktatia tia tia ka toko koko. Aktatia tia 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 tia. Aktatia tia toko toko koto toko kota ti 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 tia ka 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 to. Akatatia kataka toko 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 koko ko. Akatatatia ta 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 ka ka koko ka 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 ka. Feeling a really big expansion through the head, through the membranes of the around the brain, down through the spinal column and the nervous system, clearing the any tension at the base of the skull where it meets the neck, creating much more fluidity, movement. The digestive system's being healed and repaired. My eyes are taken to the words wounds are healed. So what I'm being shown now is the ball with the wings on. containing the twin flame spiral and the masculine and the feminine in the form of the hummingbird and the flower as one, unified in a sacred container, protected and supported, being grounded down through this unified heart at the base with these abundant codes. There's been a lot of information coming directly from channel about how the ascension process right now includes the unification all the way to the ground of the twin flame unity, or the divine masculine and feminine within ourselves. Atataya kato. Akatatiaka tota tiaka kata ti akakaka. And they're saying a matter of weeks, yes, which is the Diniel card. Akatatata ti tatatata. Akatatata ti tatataka. Atatata ti tatataka takati tata tiakako. Akatokoko to katata yata. Ishaka. So now Sandalphon is coming in. Akatatata to. He's making music, so you may be able to hear it if you're sensitive, but even if you can't, you'll just be receiving the light codes. He's expressing it through music right now. Atayaka tiakaka. Oshakakataka. Oshakatatata tiaka. Oshakatata tiaka atatiaka katoko akatata tiakaka. Ishataka kakati akato totoko kwataya ya. Atatatata toko koko kotaya delitaka. Atatata ya. Akatatata ya. Akatatata ya. Akataya ya. Akatayaka. Akataya. Osh. Akataya ya. Osh. Akatataya ya. Osh. Akataya ya. Oshiaka. Oshiaka. Osh. You may be able to feel this exquisite light, love energy that just came down through the midline, through the unified masculine and feminine, into the energy bodies. Atayakaka, it's extremely supported and loving. Atayayaya, I'm seeing a lot of gold and white. Akatayayaya. So now the energy is coming in, the energy to move forward in that chariot of balanced divinity and humanity, and balanced masculine and feminine. Atayayaya. Atayayaya tiaka. Otayayaya. Atoyoyaya. Atoyoyaya katayayaya. They're showing me find a new path. So we're being now moved to that expanded, abundant, balanced, joyful, blissful path. Akatayayaya. They're saying those of you that have been through a lot of emotional purging over the last couple of weeks, this was all part of preparing you for this new path. Akatayayaya. Akatayayaya. Akato totokaya. Ishata. Osha. Ataya. Okoya. Iaka. Osh. They're also talking about the incoming souls coming in, of the higher vibrational incoming souls that are being born on this planet. I have a sense of them being conceived from now onwards. Akataya. Iako tokachaka. Oshata. Oshatatayaka. Oshatayaya. Oshataya. All right, now I'm feeling those light codes coming all the way from that seraphim gateway down through that midline, the forgiveness and love, the star being, healing codes, clearing past wounds, recharging down through the incoming souls and the clearing of the heavy emotion, bringing into the joy of living, the yes, the accepting it, the having the capacity to accept it because your platform got larger. You can expand to even the thought of something larger, which was less possible before. And I'm feeling that come down through that pineal gland, the Christed heart, these hearts with wings, down through your spine, down into the earth grids, through your earth star chakra, through your feet chakras, through your hands, through your crown, through your eyes, through your words, through your speech, through your thoughts, through your intentions, through your loving intentions, through your loving presence, into the infinite possibility that is available on this planet at a higher level than ever before. Ashiakataka, and so it is. Ayayaya. Akato, ayaya, isha sakato. Blessings to you all and much love. So there were a lot of codes in that, so it's just a reminder to listen to your bodies, drink a lot of water, rest when you need to, listen to your bodies in terms of what and when to eat and drink, and also anything that comes up around limitation or low expectation of possibilities or lack of hope, or even previous traumas coming up. They're not re-traumatizing, they're shifting out. Just a reminder to bring the light and love into it. If you're struggling with it, listen to this transmission again to receive more of the light codes to bring into that layer, or use your own healing techniques. But just be aware they're coming up to clear, to catapult you onto that new platform. So just a few announcements about a few things that are available now that are completed and ready if you would like to own them. One is the positivity cards. So they were the freebie for the recent newsletter that just went out. For download and print at home. So anyone that thought they joined the mailing list, there were some glitches with that joining link. So you may, if you didn't receive the newsletter, you probably just want to join again on the join link, which I'll put down below. The other thing is, if you did join the mailing list, it may have gone into your junk mail. So if you're expecting to receive the newsletter and you haven't, first check your junk mail or spam folder. If it's not there, then please rejoin the link or just email me and I will add you manually. So I'll put my email below as well. And the exciting news about that is that I'm making those up into a deck of cards as well, for those that don't want to print them at home or don't have a printer at home. And they'll be available from Friday. And I will make sure I put the link down below after Friday as well if you want to come back to find those. They'll also be available on my Etsy or my website. So I have a couple of journals I've just released. You can get them on Amazon, or through the link is on my website, but I'll put the link down below, but they're only available on Amazon at the moment. So one is a vision journal, and I've received my author's copy of that, and it's so full of light codes. It's really good to see that even through an external printer such as Amazon, the light codes come through into the physical product, which is really exciting. And then there's this manifestation journal, which is available now as well. I've also got a dream journal up there. This manifestation journal, so in the interior, it has templates and exercises you can work through to help you channel your manifestation energies, but it's designed to be worked with the image on the front, which has got light codes in it that I painted. There's more information about that on my website too, but that's available on Amazon in multiple countries. So I'll put the links below. So thank you for listening till the end, and see you next time. Blessings, everybody.